Aloha, mahalo nui. Another good morning, guys. It's a beautiful kind of forecast, but it's gonna be sunny today. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for my Raymondal family to gather today. But before all the rushing and bustling and stuff going on here on the ranch, I want to make this video and uh, you know show you the design of my garage, the everything that involves in building the garage, and so if you want to copy something, or if you want some suggestions, I mean, I still have two more lands to build on, so you know your suggestions will be appreciated, and we can discuss. But remember, when I show you all these projects, the constructions that I'm doing, remember that I'm not a construction worker. I have no experience in doing anything beside working on my house in Washington State, and then continue down here. Um, for those of you that didn't know, we built a 380 square feet deck at my house in Washington State. It was permitted by the city. We built a small cabana in the backyard, and we also have the electricity running to it, and it's permitted. And so, yeah, that's kind of the background that I had before coming in. Before we bought the lands out here in Hawaii, and then now we're working on developing them into livable land, at least this one. And so that's my background with building stuff. I really do not have anything. We don't have no blueprint, no nothing. We just kind of start from somewhere where we can stay. If anyone wondering if we have a permit, no, we do not have a permit. Or actually, I lied. We do have a permit. Not for this specific project, okay? But we do have a permit to build a house here. In fact, even before I arrived here, even before we cleared the land, our permit was approved. And then we moved here, and then we not moved, but we came here, and I realized 80% of my neighbors and some of these streets, 100% were not permitted. People live out here, and it's gonna be crazy for the government to come down and say, hey guys, you need to break down your dwellings or whatever, right? It's gonna be hard because you don't want to put all these people into homeless shelters, right? So that's why when we came, I was like, okay, who am I, to come and change the culture and change the things around here. I was scared that if I bring out all the people out here, they might put my neighbors into trouble. So I said, forget it. We will just fall in line. Another reason was that I look around, and Hawaii is different in that it seems like there are values. I mean, it's not as high of a value as a permanent home, but there's still value into dwellings or some kind of structure on lands. I saw a land right here. They just cleared, put a structure on it, and they sold it for $130,000. Right? That's a lot of money. This is the recent one. And then I also noticed when I arrived here, I noticed there's another guy who built 4 small houses on his 3 acres, small 4 structures. He sold his for $400,000. So, yeah, the downside of not getting a permitted house on your land is that when you try to sell it, you'll kind of minimize your buyers, because mortgages will not be, you're not going to be able for your buyers to use mortgage or use banks, because banks, they require permits for structures. But I don't know, there's all kinds of bank products out there, so you might be able to take advantage of. I just want to throw those out before we proceed on. So that's the warning. Do not copy this, or you can copy it at your own risk. Okay, but this is my own project, so I just want to show you. So if you want to do some projects on your own and learn something, at least one thing. All right. So let me show it to you. Okay. All right. Let me turn the camera on and I'll show you. Okay. All right. So this is the very first post I want to talk about. This is the ohia tree. Okay. This is ohia tree, and I use it as a post. So it goes up there. Okay. There. That's the ohia. And then another ohia over there. Okay. Ohia, ohia. So both of these posts are buried down about I think 18 inches deep. Okay, both of them. This one and that one. And it's not easy to dug this ground because it's lava rocks. But I run that hammer. Okay, so I put up the post. And this post over here, it wasn't buried. So it was just sitting on top of the lava rock. Okay, here goes up, and then there's another post there. This one is also buried about 18 inches deep. So 3 of the posts are buried, and one is not. But it's very, very sturdy because it's attached to the house that's already have tons of posts and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about the house wrap. These dogs, they love tearing it apart, and plus that wall is going to be taken down because the wall is very temporary, because I've already planned on extending it out this way, and so that wall is going to be taken down, and they're going to be attached to the garage, and that's to the living room. Okay. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so here is how I put my structure together. Okay, so yeah, I use 2x6s. All right, 2x6s right there. Okay, I come by and I use 2 for the cross beams right there. Okay, go down that way. Yeah, and then so my I don't know what you call those. So this, are they rafters? Okay, we'll call them rafters. All right. Remember, I'm not a construction, so I don't know the name of these things. But anyways, these are 48 inches apart. Okay, so 48 inches on center. All right. Okay, so same to the 2x4s, and they're also 48 on center. Yeah, going that way. Okay, so the reason why we didn't do anything on this side, there's no wood, is because it's gonna be attached to this house. So we're gonna take down the wall and figure out how to attach the garage to the house. Okay, on the top, on the rooftop. Now, so I have 2 cross beams. So one is here and one on the post over there. All right, so one over here. And I also use hurricane ties. See? So I use hurricane ties. I didn't cut any wood, so there's no, what do you call those things that you cut out of the wood? No. I just use this. And also I use structural screws also to, in addition to those hurricane ties, I'm using structural screws, 6 inches like this. These are structural screws, very, very strong, heavy. That's the kind of screw I used. And then down here, where I attach my gutter, so if you see, that's the gutter right there. And then it's gonna come down here, the spout. Okay, so it's coming down this way. All right, and then, so, yep. Yeah, I was able to do this because I was using my truck to stand on it and work on top of this safely, and that's another thing we gotta thank the guy above for keeping us safe. You know, safety is always important when you work on things. This thing is high, very, very high structure. In fact, it's 9 feet. Yeah, from the bottom of this beam. Now, from the bottom of this beam down to the ground, it's 9 feet 5 inches. So it's pretty tall. Very, very tall. All right. Yeah, so garage is roofing is done. 100% done. Yeah, looks amazing. I love it. And so, yeah, I can even bring my boat up here and pack it in and work on the engine. So just so you guys know, my boat is 9.3. From the bottom, when it's on the trailer, it's 9 feet and 3 inches tall. All the way on top of that radar that I have on my boat over there. So I can actually pack it into this garage. But I didn't make it for the boat. I just make it for our own garage. Okay. All right. So that is the garage. And then next thing that we're going to work on is work on the wall. So there's going to be a wall here between post and not post, or to the wall of the house. And we're going to move that wall there. See the big opening there? That is for a double door. It's already framed for a double door. Yeah, and that wall we're gonna move it backward and to the house. So it's gonna be attached to the house. So I changed my mind. It's gonna be continue from the house and then go to the other wall over there. And then we're gonna take off the roof on top and redo the top part, because that's very temporary up there too. Okay, and that this will conclude our project here on this ranch. We may end up building a men's house down here somewhere. Yeah, but yeah, so we have a window here, 72 inches by, or 48 inches by 72, 48 height, 72 wide. Both of the windows here. Same to the other window. It's already pre-framed, so all you have to do is just put the windows in there and it's ready to go. Yeah, we gotta work on the roofing first. Okay, so you guys would be asking me why you build over here and why all these posts. See all the posts? They're all Ohias. So the reason why is because of it's not level. I don't want to spend money having somebody to come in and level it out for me. So why not just use all these posts? And another advantage that I found using this is mold. Mold is not mold. I don't find mold in our house, and I think it's because it's off ground and the air is flowing under the house. So basically it's very hard for mold, because there's air going through the house on the bottom and top and everywhere. So it's pretty neat, and something that I just realized recently. Why? Because one of my viewers asked me about it. So I was like, wait a minute, that is true. I've never really think about molds in a very rainy area. I didn't think of that until I realized when one of my viewers asked that question. I was like, wow, that is true. I never thought about it. Never come to mind. All right, so now I'm gonna turn the camera on. We'll continue this video, and I'm gonna show you my Caba plants. Man, it's crazy how fast these guys are growing. It's just crazy. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna turn it around here and show it to you. See, this is not Caba, but these are papayas, and this is the Caba I'm talking about. Look at that. I just put those down. Okay, see this one is it's flying, man. Yeah. Okay, let's take a tour of the property. Okay, again, so lime tree. And then we have Caba, and then Kafa. They're coming out. Yeah, Kavas are coming out. See that? Kafa. another kava, and beetle nut tree. Okay, so today last video for my naming, because we're gonna butcher naming today. Yep, we're gonna butcher her. I don't think I'm gonna feed her. There is Namin. Namin is gonna be butchered. Right, Namin? Namin, you're gonna be butchered today. Thank you so much for offering your meat. I appreciate you. Okay, I really appreciate you. Sorry about the mess. Yeah. Messy. Ooh, look at banana. Look at that banana. Banana, moki. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Huh? Look at this tapioca. This tapioca, the roots are very big now. I know that. Oh, look. They have whatever coming out. Are those seeds? And Caba. Roots are really getting bigger. Ooh, another banana. Another banana. All right. Papaya. And I'm potting kava. So a lot more kava to be planted. Yeah, yep. A lot of more kava to be planted. And my Remita will come in today and plant this citrus. Yeah. Pele, that's a Pele. Spanish spinach. Yeah. Lemongrass seed. Do not. Hey, Lola. Lola, just stay up there. Stop jumping down. Okay. Beetle nut, or the bottom is getting bigger. Yeah. Oh, another banana coming out. Another banana coming out. Fresh, new. Yeah. And look, Hawaiian chili peppers. Ooh, kava. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Breadfruit tree. It's getting bigger. Ooh, getting bigger. Amazing. And look at the cassava tree. See, cassava tree there. If you want to buy cuttings, let me know. Still selling them. They're still on my list on Marketplace. Taremita will work on this mulch today. Yeah, more bananas over there. Ooh, holy moly! Look at this sugar cane. Holy moly! Look at the sugar cane, man. Oh man, look at that. We're gonna chew some today. Look at that. Ooh, that is a fatty one. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's a fatty one too. Okay. And my coconut tree. Now let's see my kavas. I mean, look. They are growing like crazy. Look. Ooh, they're pretty. And this one is pretty. And this guy is pretty. And more sugar cane here. And another kava. And then another set of kava here. And then another set of kava here. See, these kavas are growing like crazy. Another cava. Yeah. Not the papaya is really growing good, healthy looking. Yeah. And then my tree, banana tree, healthy, and really in a good spot here. Ooh, I don't know what kind of grass is this. Ooh, coconut tree. Another coconut tree. Another coconut tree. Alrighty. Okay, guys, so I hope you learn something from this video. Don't forget, if you have any comments, anything at all, share with me and we'll talk about it. Or if you want me to talk about something that you haven't seen me talking about it, let me know. If you want to know why we're not fishing yet, yeah, I'm kind of okay. Let me stick to finishing my project on land for now, and then once everything is done, then it's fishing time. Now it's project time. All right. And I'm really happy. Thank you so much again to my customers. I'm very happy because almost on a daily basis I'm making sales of cava cuttings. So I sell cava cuttings, and I also sell cassava cuttings. Those are different. One is kava. Kava is the drink, the numbing drink. In Pohnpei, we call it Sakawan Pohnpei, or Sakao. In Yap, we call it Marqueso. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, I'm selling taros. Or no, actually no, I don't sell taro anymore. I take it down because it's too much work. But I sell tapioca cuttings, banana cakeys, and all banana varieties. So please don't ask me, okay, what kind of cassava or what species, or because I really don't have no idea. Okay, that's one thing about me. I have no idea. Okay, so if I put on the picture, please look at it, or you can, we can meet up. You can come with me on the ranch and you can look at the species and say, okay, I like this kind. Because bananas, we have all kinds of species on this land. Okay? Alrighty. My dog jumped down again. Alright. So today is a Saturday, so let's give it a double shaka.